very kind.
Think nothing of it. After all, 'tis the season of goodwill toward men. Why, thank you.
Hello, my name is Carbuncle. Please take me home. There are only 1 more days until Christmas. Buy me or you'll be sorry.
I'll be taking that doll if you don't mind.
Huh? Well, of course I mind. Now move out of my way.
You there, stop! Stop!
Christmas, Holmes. Come now, Holmes. Where's your Christmas spirit?
Ask me when I'm no longer being tormented by singing robots. I mean, how much Christmas spirit can a person get from a machine? The present company excluded, of course.
Of course. I didn't realize you were such a sentimental man, Holmes.
I never realized how much I enjoyed Victorian Christmases until I experienced a modern one.
This Christmas Eve, the toy on every child's and every parent's wish list is the talking Carbuncle doll. Last-minute shoppers will do anything to get one of these irreverent animatronic characters. Even robbery.
Indeed, a perfect example. In my day, Christmas was about spending time with family and friends. It wasn't about getting the doll of the moment.
In related news, the American James Ryder, the brother and one-time partner of the maker of the Carbuncle doll, has been missing for several days.
Merry Christmas!
End broadcast.
Our friend is depressed by the commercialism of Christmas, Inspector.
Christmas should be more about enjoying what you have, not what you get.
Well, I might have something that will cheer you up.
A blue Carbuncle doll? Really, Inspector, you shouldn't have.
It's not a present. It's a case. It's all that's left of a robbery I stumbled on just now. I'd like to find the poor guy who lost it.
Surely you can't expect to interest Sherlock Holmes with a simple case of lost and found?
My good man, it can be the simplest puzzles that are the most difficult to solve. What about the hat, Inspector?
It's nothing, really. The guy lost it when he ran.
I would say it's far from nothing. This hat could tell us volumes about the wearer. Be a good man and analyze this for me, would you, Watson? What is so special about this doll that would make grown men fight over it?
Oh, what a bore fest. Next time you turn me off, at least leave me something to read. What are you staring at? Do I have something in my teeth? Make a video. It'll last longer.
Indeed, this simple puzzle appears to be most interesting.
What do you mean you don't have it?
No problem, Master. I trailed the yardie to Baker Street. I'm just picking my moment.
I can imagine. Please make sure that when that moment comes, you don't miss it.
Hey, what's this do?
Don't touch that!
Hey, what gives, bossy?
I don't believe this is a standard issue Carbuncle doll.
Boy, nothing gets by you, does it?
However, I wouldn't say it's an improvement.
Dear me, why would anyone want to give this doll to their child?
Hey, when I grow up, I want to be just like you.
Why, thank you.
Only thinner.
Do you know who programmed you?
Do you know who programmed you?
This doll was clearly designed with a purpose in mind. However...
Says who? There are plenty of things that don't have a purpose. The appendix, that's just one example. You, that's another.
Oh. The appendix. This doll is far too advanced to be a mere plaything. I fear that the scuffle you broke up, Inspector, could have far greater implications. Watson, what is your analysis?
DNA traces from a grey hair. I checked it with the Yard's computer. His name is Henry Baker. I have his address as well.
Excellent. Then let's not dally any longer.
I'll call the Yard for backup before we hit Baker's.
Nonsense, Lestrade. Best to utilize the element of surprise while we still have it. No backup will be necessary. He is not the danger.
What was that you were saying about not needing backup, Holmesy? Hey!
Jump in. They must have been waiting for us. We have to get out of here.
Hey!
Get down this instant!
Make me!
Someone turn that thing off.
Do behave! The inspector is trying to drive.
Trying being the operative word. How many of these things has she crashed?
I must say, Inspector, it is a quick study.
Yeah, watch the inanimate objects, would ya?
That is quite enough. Since you can't behave, I think it's time we turned you off.
I think it's time we turned you off. Where's that power switch?
Inspector, look out!
Blast it! Time to take evasive action.
Lestrade?
Hold on!
Look out ahead! I see we managed to elude our pursuers. Well done, Lestrade.
Whew, can we do that again?
Watson, could you hand me that hat? Our sole link to Mr. Baker. Watson, what does this hat tell you?
It's well worn with patches that have been touched up by a marker. The fine silk lining material is old, but shows it was once a top quality hat.
A fine analysis, Watson.
A fine analysis, Watson.
But what do you deduce from your analysis?
But what do you deduce from your analysis?
Isn't there something we can do to shut that thing up?
Isn't there something we can do to shut that thing up?
We could find some work to keep it busy. What you failed to do with your analysis, Watson, was to draw any conclusions. Observe. Even in this age, I can tell an expensive hat when I see one. The fact that this hat is so worn indicates that its owner, though once wealthy, has hit hard times.
Maybe it's just a favorite hat, or he bought it at a used clothing store.
No. Eyes and brains, Lestrade. These spots that have been so carefully touched up indicate that while he may not have had the money he once did, he still has his self-respect. He wants to look prosperous, even if he can't afford it.
So he's trying to hide the fact that he's come down in the world.
Very good, Lestrade. You're getting better at this. The fact that the silk is eroding away, coupled with the grey hair Watson uncovered earlier, leads me to believe that this man is middle-aged and isn't in the best of shape.
Is that your hat, Tubby?
No matter how annoying this doll is, it's worth a lot of money to someone. Our baker could be trying to sell it to the highest bidder.
Possibly, or he may just have been getting it for his children. That is what we need to find out. And in the process, we will learn more about the other players in this game. There are not just amateurs at work here.
Give me, Monsieur. If Holmes figures out what's in that doll, our plans are ruined. Stake out the toy store and wait for Holmes to show up. Which, if I know Holmes, won't be long. Yes? What is it?
I'm Inspector Lestrade of New Scotland Yard. I'm looking for the owner of this hat.
I thought I lost that for good. Thank you. Did you happen to find a doll with this?
Indeed we did.
You did? Oh, thank heavens.
Unfortunately, I found it broken to pieces.
Oh, I see. It must have gotten broken in the struggle.
I'm sorry to say so. We've sadly seen a lot of robberies this Christmas. I don't usually do this, but this green carbuncle was confiscated during a looting.
Oh, Inspector, thank you. You don't know how much this will mean to my little girl.
We do have the broken bits of your old doll if you would like them.
Oh, no, thank you. Just a bad reminder, that would be. You have no idea how much joy this will bring to my family. I'm in your debt.
You can repay that debt now by telling us where you bought your original doll.
Certainly. It was the Windygate toy store.
Stay.
Maybe I was wrong before.
About what, Holmes?
About Christmas. It is too commercial, but perhaps the gift of giving hasn't changed. The pleasure one gets from giving something to another. I can just imagine the joy we've given Mr. Baker's little girl. That is what Christmas should be about.
You received a shipment of Carbuncle dolls this morning.
I don't want to hear another word about those dolls.
But that shipment wasn't supposed to leave the factory.
I'm hardly responsible for your mistakes.
But, sir, you don't understand. I need that doll to maintain our national security.
Oh, that's a good one. Merry Christmas.
Perhaps I can help you with your little dilemma. I couldn't help but overhear.
I doubt it, fella, but thanks all the same.
Oh, I believe I can put your doubts to rest, Dr. Ryan.
I don't have the doll.
Yes, we know that as well. I believe it is one specific doll that you are looking for. An annoying blue one.
Hey, would you mind shutting the door? I'm driving here.
Get in the back.
What? And let you drive? Fat chance. Vroom, vroom.
That's mine. Where did you find it? Who sent you?
We were sent solely by our desire to solve an interesting problem. We know that you're the brother of the man that makes the Carbuncle dolls, and that you hid something at your brother's factory in a shipment that wasn't supposed to go out. In this doll, to be exact. Perhaps you can shed some light on what purpose the doll serves.
There you go again with that nonsense. I have no purpose. I'm a free spirit.
My brother and I developed a processor that could make machines actually think like humans.
No wonder I'm so confused.
He wanted to go the conservative route and start off with dolls, but I had grander ideas for what our processor could do.
Plans that I funded.
Moriarty, what took you so long? Your henchman has demonstrated a deplorable lack of subtlety.
So true, Holmes. I do wish I could stay and verbally spar. Actually, no, I don't. Give me the doll. Really, Inspector? You can't be serious. Holmes, I don't have time to waste. It is Christmas after all. Just give me my present and I'll be on my way.
No, you can't. He's planning on making his own robot army.
In light of the situation, I don't believe we have much of a choice.
Not him again.
So, Moriarty, your plan to build an army of dolls to do all your heavy labor appears to be working.
So it would seem.
You can't let him get away with this. Each of those robots would be an arsenal.
Thanks to you, my good doctor. One robot will do the dirty work of 10 men.
Work?
They'll work day and night without rest, slave as they're told to. The intelligence of a human, but the obedience of a machine.
Hey! Stop that robot!
Who are you calling a robot?
Don't touch that!
It's out of control. Take cover. Watson, get down!
Oh, I can so drive. Better than that cop, that's for sure.
All units, tracking an unauthorized, heavily armored craft. Pursue and intercept.
Well done, Holmes. Turning the little chap loose on Moriarty.
Elementary, my dear Watson. I simply relied on the doll's naturally uncontrollable disposition to dissuade Moriarty of his notion of a controllable army.
Well, Dr. Ryder, we'll place you in protective custody until Moriarty is behind bars.
I don't think that'll be necessary. I created the chip accidentally. Moriarty knows that. That's why he was so keen to get the doll itself.
Well then, it's the doll itself that he shall be back for.
But there's still so much to learn. I can't just turn him off.
Hey, what are you staring at? I could have driven that thing. If she could do it, I don't think I could have been much worse.
All right, but I think you better conduct your studies at the yard from now on.
Oh, yes, and I'm sure Chief Inspector Grayson will be delighted to meet him.
It's Christmas. We ended up working on this through the night.
I can't think of a better way to spend Christmas Eve than tackling an interesting puzzle with friends.
Christmas? Hey, where's my present? What'd you get me, huh?
Oh, so now the presents want presents. That's progress.